Now let us do one more problem. Here is the AD Delhi Limited invited applications for 20,000 equity shares of rupees 10 each at the issue price of rupees 10. The amount payable along with application is rupees 10. This issue was fully subscribed. Pass journal entries for the above transactions and also prepare balance sheet of the company. This is the same type of problem that we have discussed earlier. Here the issue of share is at par, fully subscribed, and amount payable is in lump sum. The company's name is AD Delhi Limited. How much shares they are inviting? 20,000 equity shares, and the nominal value or the face value of one share is 10 each. And further they have mentioned that 10 rupees shares they are issuing for 10 rupees. So this is the case of issue of shares at par. That means the value of one share is rupees 10. They are issuing it for rupees 10 itself, not more, not less than 10. So if the shares are issued for the same value, then it is known as issue at par. The amount payable along with the application is rupees 10. This sentence shows us that the whole amount of 10 rupees will be collected in one single installment. That is, this is the type of lump sum method of issue of shares. Next, they have mentioned that issue was fully subscribed. They are asking us to prepare the journal entry and balance sheet of the company. So now let us start the solution part of this question. Here is the journal entry. At the top, you have to write in the books of AD Delhi Limited. Journal entry. Write the format for a journal entry, that is date, particulars, ledger folio, debit amount and credit amount. The first date, as in this question you can notice the date is not given. So the date, if mentioned, it will be the date of receipt. The date on which we have received the money of application. So the first journal entry is bank account debited to equity shares application and allotment account. Here you can write in the bracket how much shares were issued? 20,000. 20,000 into what is the value of one share? 10 rupees. So write down your 10. So if we are issuing 20,000 shares with 10 rupees, what is the amount in total you are receiving? 2 lakh. So that will be collected in the bank account of AD Delhi Limited. So the company's bank account, this amount of 2 lakh will be collected as a application and allotment money. So the narration which you have to write here is, being the application money received on 20,000 equity shares of rupees 10 each. The next journal entry is at the date of allotment. So here the process is, whatever application money we have, the company have received, they will transfer it to share capital account. So the journal entry which you have to write here is, equity share application and allotment account debited to equity share capital account. The amount, for writing the amount, you have to check the first journal entry. What is the amount in front of equity shares application and allotment? The amount is 2 lakh. This 2 lakh amount you will write here. As you know, debit is equal to credit. So whatever you wrote in debit, that should be written in credit also. Children, actually the amount of application which you have collected, that will be transferred to the capital account of the company. So here the narration what you have to write is, being the shares application money transferred to the equity share capital account. So this is the two journal entry which you are supposed to pass if the problem is of lump sum. Okay. Now let us move to the second part of your solution. The first part is journal entry that you have made, and now next is balance sheet of the company. Balance sheet as at, the date is not given, so you have to just mention balance sheet. Then the format, particulars, note number and amount. The first item is the equity and liability. Under that, shareholders fund. Under that, share capital. In our last class, we have discussed the classification of share capital. So, note number 1. Now move to note to accounts. Here you can classify the share capital as authorized capital, issued capital, subscribed capital. So, under authorized capital, if you notice, they have not given you authorized capital, is not mentioned in the question. So, just simply put no need to write any amount, but it should be a part of your answer. Write down authorized capital. You are issuing equity shares of ₹10 each. Put the amount column blank. Then move to the next part of your classification, that is issued capital. How much shares is issued? You can check out from the question that 20,000 shares are issued, equity shares are issued. For what is the value of one share? 10 rupees. So same you can mention over here, 20,000 equity shares of ₹10 each. So 20,000 into 10, that will give you 2 lakh. The next is, this was the issued shares, but how much was the subscribed share? So under subscribed share, as you know, there are two heads, that is subscribe fully paid up and subscribe not fully paid up. So in your question it is given that the shares which were issued was fully subscribed. So in your solution part you had to write subscribed and fully paid up. So the whole share, that is 20,000 equity shares with 10 rupees each, was fully subscribed and paid up also. So the final amount is 2 lakh. This is the amount which you have to write in the share capital. Okay. The next item under balance sheet is asset. Under asset, you know, current asset, cash and cash equivalent. Write down your note to account as 2. Then move to the notes to account. Write down your 2, cash and cash equivalent. Under cash and cash equivalent, you know, cash at bank. So here, to get the amount of cash at bank, you can see here in the journal entry, bank account is there. What is the amount in front of bank account? It's 2 lakh. This 2 lakh you will mention over here. So this 2 lakh which you have written in notes to account, the same you have to write in the balance sheet under cash and cash equivalent. So this is how you have to prepare the balance sheet. So now we have come to a conclusion part of today's topic. Today we have discussed the issue of share capital. We saw that under issue of shares, we can issue the shares for cash as well as for consideration other than cash. We also saw that issue of shares for cash can be done in two ways, that is lump sum, and we can collect the money of share capital along with the application, and the second step is installment that we will discuss in the coming classes. And we did the two problems related to lump sum method. So children, I hope you have understood today's class. For better understanding, you have to do the practice of the problems which I have provided in the notes. A test paper is also attached along with this session, so do attend the test paper. Meet you in the next class with a new topic. Till then, goodbye, take care.